What's up, guys? I have done a guide on every single character in this game except Collector and Erron Black. I'm very burnt out and I'm tired of this game, so I'm not gonna make a full 1 hour guide like I've done for other characters. I'm gonna touch the surface. This is for like new players who just got Game Pass and now are playing MK essentially and want to learn how to play this cowboy. So it's gonna be very superficial, but we're still gonna do it. Alright. So I'm going to tell you how I play this guy, which is not often. But after watching this, you're going to have a general idea how to play this character. And it's very easy to play this character because there's not much to him. So I'm going to turn off this camera because you don't need to see my face. You're interested in these beautiful men. No homo. So, okay. Erron Black, pretty much what you want to do. I think he has 2 strengths. His back 2, which unfortunately is a dial-in, so you have to input all the buttons and it's unsafe. But with custom now, he can make himself safe. Here's an example. I always have acid pour. This is not a good build actually, but we're gonna look at these moves individually. So acid pour, there's a down peacemaker to make it safe. These 2 can make it safe without spending a bar, right? So you can do this, and it's a mix. But like this is real online, 20 frames. You're gonna get opened up by this. So offline, this is crap, like this is completely reactable, but online, even if, and what I mean for people who are new, when I say it's not reactable, I mean you can physically react to it, but the computer, because of the delay between your remote and online and stuff, even though you press, doesn't get to the computer and you get opened up, as if you were standing. Alright, you have this mix. I think it resets neutral. Yes, it does. You can do these 2 mixes, even after this, to keep it safe. You just end like this. Here we go. I prefer to use this one. I would say it is inferior. There's no mix, and you're a little bit closer right here. Look at how farther you are than not this, than this. You're closer. You're losing your turn here. But I like this because you can armor break with this, which is cool. I like it and it looks cool. But yeah, probably like you can either pick between acid pour and down peacemaker. I'd probably recommend down peacemaker, honestly, just for fun. Let's see if Kano can poke me back on time. So like you could do this, right? Like I showed you, boom. Like this trades, but it trades against a computer. Not with down 3 and down 4. But if you do down 1, bloop, you could when he tries to hit you. Okay. Erron Black, his 1-1 is complete. Like, you don't have to use 1-1. Like, this is 8 frames, this is 8 frames. Don't ever use standing 1. Use, because this is all it is, right? 1-1-1. You can special cancel, which is nice, but 1-1. This is the 13 frames. This is not a real auto shimmy. This is a real auto shimmy. For people who are new, auto shimmies means that you think they're gonna grab you because it looks like this, looks a bit like this. The arms are right in front, so you're like, oh no, I'm scared of getting grabbed. You press the tech and then boom, he hits you. It's real, meaning that you can't do an advanced controller technique to block and to tech at the same time. You don't have to know that if you're new, but anyways, it just means it's strong, right? Having a character with dial-ins is not good, because you can't stagger all these moves. It has to come out. But this is pretty good. There's no flawless block gap, and it resets neutral, which is real nice. There are traps out of this. So, for example, a technique with this one is this, and as soon as it's done, you do it right again, and someone who's going to come in is going to get clapped by this. So let's see if... Okay, let's try to get Kano on reversal. This is going to be very hard to replicate in practice mode. Something like that, right? So it would punish someone who tries to take back their turn. So it's like an advanced trap, but anyways. This move is just good because it's highly hit confirmable, meaning you have time to react and do something and special cancel and don't go into something else. And it just resets neutral, which means that you can still fight. You don't have to just, you know, if you do this, hold on. If you do this, like, oh no, you have to block, your turn is over, right? But if you reset neutral, then you can both just freely move back. Okay. So I think his strengths are back 2 and a forward 2. Standing 2, I mean. Nothing else, pretty much. This and the pokes. I don't think that he has anything special, this character. Like, online, you're gonna see a lot of BS. Like, a lot of Erron are good online when they mix, but in reality, if you... Because I play offline too. If you fight people offline that do this, this is extremely reactable. I've searched the channel, right? Like, Erron Black, mix, fake, or real. I made a video on this. And where I test, I react in practice mode. I go into the settings, I put the Wi-Fi delay on practice mode or whatever it is, the online delay. And I get hit by this like non-stop. And then when I remove it, I can block it almost all the time. Anyways, you can do this to mix. You see there's an overhead. So the mix is either this or it's... No, don't do that. This. That's the mix. I don't recommend it. It's highly punishable. And it's scrub shit. So you could do this instead. Still kind of scrubby, but it's going to be a 1 hit instead of a combo. Well, this is just like a knockdown, a hard knockdown, which sets you up. Actually, let me show you what it is, right? So he drops here, you're in range for back 2. It's more damage, right? How much is this? How much is it? 90 plus acid. Or you could just do, not this, 70. It's just 70 damage. And he's away, out of range. Not you can't pressure, but in this game, honestly, being out of range is just, it's almost better than being able like to knock someone down and be in range, because if they have bar, they have so many options that it's like you can do like a 1-button hit if you want to be safe. You still get you risk getting a up 3, which is damage. I think it's 90 damage. Let's test it now. I don't want to mislead anyone. What is this? Come on. 90 damage, that's right. So yeah, so with Erron, you want to do back 2, special cancel, and then just go into your combo, whatever that looks like for you. It's not a combo guide. There are plenty of combo guides out there. So if you don't have the special ability, well, if you don't have the special ability to put your gun away, which is called the down, the like enhanced locked and loaded, right? It just gives you a little bit more. Like this is just, it might be scary to see all this. You just don't worry about this. It's not very important. Like, anyways, if you have it, you can just put your gun away by holding up. Like you put it out, you press 2 and you hold up, and then it's back in there. Otherwise, he just gets his gun out, and if he doesn't, and you don't have that, you can just shoot, and that's your combo. Then you can put it out by putting pressing LT, left trigger. Okay, do this, boom, and then do a combo. You can do something simple. Yeah, you see a lot of people just doing that, right? 4-2, 4-3-2, and that's very little damage, which is unfortunate. Could do this. It's kind of difficult though. Could do this. Armor breaks at the end. It's not very good, right? Erron Black is just not that strong. I would recommend just doing the whoops, the 4-3 like this. You could throw acid. There's an acid setup. Look at this terrible amount of damage. Or you could simply do this. Come on, bud. Terrible damage, and the execution is just not that easy compared to like Jax or something. Okay. Here you go. Easy combo. That's it. There's not a lot of staggering you can do. I'll show you a build with where you can stagger a little bit more, and I have mind game, but it's more so about if you see it on hit, you hit confirm. If you meaning hit confirm, you see it touches, and then you do something else. If you see it on block, you just do something else to keep yourself safe. You can't, like, this is a horrible stagger. -10, really? Like, this is terrible. You can't do anything else because this is all dial-in. This is why this character is just not that good, right? So in terms of pokes, okay, now we're talking pokes. 6, 8, and 7. So what I like to do, and I recommend that in every guide, is when you do down 4, look at this pushback, do down 4 pushback, go into standing 2. And this is again another trap where they're going to come in right into your punches when they try to take back their turn. I mean, you could even do, like, you could do this too, on block even. So let's say it's on hit, I'm going to put this guy on duck. And the reason why I put him on duck is because as soon as he ducks again, I know that he's able to move. But you can still jail. Almost. Can you jail? 16 hit advantage, 11. Okay, yeah, you can jail. You can jail, but it's pretty much a frame trap more than a jail because he has time to move a little bit. But, okay, so you can do that. I would even, like, even if you take your time, you're still going to be fine because this is a mid. Or, what I recommend in terms of pokes, like, you can do down 1, which is nice because it's 6 frames. Some of the best pokes in the game. So in terms of pokes, like, all these are good. Usually down 3s, the character stands, usually. That's why it makes it better. But not this guy, and he only has 11 frames of hit advantage, which is, you see how, okay, so, okay, down 1, look at the body, goes down. This one, he stands. And this is better because visually it's easier to see, especially when you're in a poke form where everyone's crouching and then boop, he stands up, you know, and you can hit confirm. But with Erron, the way they've balanced this is that, yes, he's super fast, this is nice and long range, 7 frames for down 3 is amazing. The other guy doesn't stand, it's only 11 hits advantage. So what I would recommend is either do down 1 and then go into your back 2, or do a down 4 and go into your back 2. You're gonna have to take a step forward though, if you do down 4. And voila. Showed you that standing 2, 1, back 2. So let's look at some of his moves. Oh yeah, so the gun is just kind of complicated. But you put it out, it's going to advance. You can cancel it, put it back in your shoulder with left trigger. Like this. You can shoot, just unload by mashing standing 1. If you hold standing 4 after, he loads again. But you probably just want to unload, that's fine. And then eventually when you are going to hit confirm with standing 2 like this, there's going to be a crushing blow. I'm not going to put it because I want to stay monetized, but there's a crushing blow after that, so, which you can use after that string. Boom, let's say there's a crushing blow, and then you can go ahead and do your full combo. There's a low rifle shot. You just hold down, you press 1, boom, he goes on his knees. No homo. And then when you have the enhance with acid pour, I think you must have acid pour. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't care. But you can armor break. So let's see, you bring them up like this, and they want to break. You have the enhance. You can armor break. So actually, let's get it out there for real, like that. So that's unbreakable, right? Just be careful when you use this attack standing 2 because it's unsafe. So you do this, you hit, and of course, it's not going to show the frames. But can we see the frames? No, this is not real. This is like the full walk. So what are the frames then? Okay, so let me just show you how it's punishable. I can't tell you the frames because there's no frames. So he's like this, hits, and is punishable. Usually if he pulls out his gun right in front of your face, you can interrupt it with a poke sometimes. Sometimes he's going to trade. So it's better to just let him hit you on block and then you hit. Which is a mind game, right? Because of that. Let's calculate why. It's going to be very difficult to see some Erron Black frames here. Okay, so this pulls out in 24 frames. This is 7 frames. What's the cancel advantage here? 21 frames. So let's calculate it. So you do 24 plus 7 minus 21, 10. So because of the cancel advantage being 21, what I do is I do... Here, this is 24. I do 24. This is 7. So I do 24 plus 7 equals 31 minus 21. Which is 10. So technically a 9-frame startup would punish this, but in reality sometimes the frames are just not very accurate in this game. Rarely, but in that case, that's the case. That's why sometimes we trade and sometimes we don't. So I go here, we do it again. He gets me now. Sometimes I get him. Like, it's okay to try to mash out of this, I would say, because if you know if you make a read. Yeah, so we trade at 8 frames, supposed to punish at 9 frames, so it's around there. So if you have a 7-frame starter, you're probably going to be able to punish this. Regardless, when you see this, I would just try to either take the hit like this and then fully punish, right? Or, if you're not sure what he's going to do when he pulls out his gun, because he's a maniac, then you can try to mash it on 1, or mash it standing 1, if you have a faster standing 1 than Kano, which is 8 frames. Okay, anyways. All that to prove you that that attack was unsafe. Okay, let's continue looking at this. I'm exhausted already. Drop shot, down 1, or down 2, sorry. He's gonna go on the floor. You can just hold it to troll, right? This is just annoying. Careful, they can just jump over this and get to you by just jumping like a bunny, right, like this. But yeah, so you hold down 2, so is there something else? Again, you can just do standing 3 when you have this. It's punishable again, or you do down 3, which launches, but is punishable. Is there anything else? Okay, when you have the enhanced locked and loaded, like I mentioned in combos, instead of pressing right trigger, you can just hold up after an attack. He's gonna put it back in his shirt, essentially. And that's just useful in combos, pretty much, I would say. Well, I mean, I guess, unless you're doing crazy stuff on block, too. Like this, right? Or I don't know. Okay. Let's see if it's punishable. He pops the head. I guess he can shoot you. Can he shoot you with the other one? Pops. No, this one is completely unsafe. It sucks we don't have frames for... What if he shoots you? Okay, he can shoot you. So if he pulls out his gun, the safe bet is just... The best safest bet is just to do a crouching attack, okay? Let's look at... So we determined that the stock, the bump on the head, standing 3, is not interruptible? It's interruptible, just not from standing 1. It is? What's going on? Okay, let's see. It is interruptible. Oh, yeah, it's not punishable if he fires his gun. Except you can always down one. But before he brings it out, you can try to interrupt, or again, just poke on all his options. That's fine. And then let's look at one last one. Right here, he tries to bop you. You can just poke. Can you just standing one right after? Is it completely punishable? Yes, that's what I thought. And you can completely interrupt it. Alright. So the thing I'm gonna say, when he pulls out his gun, just go for the poke immediately before he does any move. You might trade or you might get him. So you can either do that, poke as soon as you see it, or just block one hit and then go into a poke. If he has no bullets, block one hit, go into a full combo punished. Alright. So I think I'm gonna show one last thing with Erron Black. So Scud Shot and Cattle Toss. Let's look at these two. Okay, Cattle Toss ticks. Just from, I think only from Ford 3. Does it tick from pokes? Really, this is really difficult. What the hell? Okay, ticks from down 3. Okay, interesting. This is extremely hard to tick from down 1 with this. Okay, ticks from down 1 and down 3. Alright, doesn't tick from anywhere else, I don't think. Anyways, so it's just a command grab, bro. Like, it's a high. It's not that good. Like, you take a lot of risk for just a little bit of damage. But it's fine. The way I think you should do command grabs is always just do this, right? So when you hit with a poke, then you mix it between going for a full attack, or you mix it with your command grab. This is not a beginner's input. This is a pretty difficult input, at least for our standards. Okay, so that's that. And in terms of the gut shot, you can use it to keep this safe, right? This is minus 15. You scud shot. And here you go, you're safe. Why would you do this when you have customs and you can do it for free? I don't know. People still do that. I don't know why. It's dumb. It's only smart if you use scud shot from time to time to bait. Right? They're going to block here because they assume they're going to get smacked in the face by your gun. And you keep your pressure. But when you're playing against Erron Black, don't give a crap about the scud shot. Like, you're going to care about 70 damage. Why? You can get a full combo punished on him. Anyways, that's it from Erron Black. Sorry guys, this is pretty short. I don't have much to say about him. Use back to win, standing to win, and profit. Peace.